So with the ongoing negotiations with Iran, some of our conservatives weren't too happy with the idea of negotiations. So they sent a letter, 47 Republicans signed and sent a letter to Iran's leaders. Now, of course, this letter pretty much stated that, yeah, if you work with Obama, we're going to undercut it. If you make a deal with Obama, we're not going to honor it. Basically is what they're trying to say. Now, there's some media reaction from this, outrage, because this has never happened before. Normally, Republicans sort of left foreign policy alone. Well, until this little stunt, and bringing over Benjamin Netanyahu, of course, which they did just recently to talk to Congress without President Obama, basically asking permission from President Obama. So now the media weighs in, the rest of the media weighs in, and there's an amazing cover by the New York Daily News. It features Mitch McConnell, Tom Cotton, Ted Cruz, and Rand Paul as traitors. Damn. That is some harsh language, but as the Daily News reported, these 4 lawmakers were among the 47 other Republicans who argued in an open letter to Iranian leaders that any agreement they may strike would not last beyond President Obama's administration. The Daily Banter and other outlets noted that this letter can be considered a violation of the Logan Act, which prohibits U.S. citizens from starting or engaging in any correspondence or intercourse with any foreign government or any officer or agent thereof for the purpose of interfering with foreign policy negotiations. Now, I don't know about you, but sending a letter to the leaders of Iran, kind of an interference, especially in these policy negotiations when it comes with what do we do about Iran? What do we do to keep Iran from getting a nuclear weapon? Now, Tommy Christopher, who writes for the Banter, this letter is neither advice nor consent. It's directly addressed to the leaders of a foreign government presently involved in talks with the U.S., and is designed to thwart those talks. Unless the senators were authorized by the president to address Iran's leader in this letter, a case can be made that 47 U.S. senators just violated a federal law that carries a prison term of up to 3 years. Now, President Obama, of course, had his own response to this thing. He basically said that this shows an unusual coalition between GOP legislators and hardliners in Iran, which I think is a very devastating point. Because there are some very hardline right-wingers in Iran that also do not want peace with the United States. They would rather seek war. They would rather get a nuclear weapon. Now, as of right now, it seems like the government of Iran is open to negotiation in order to be able to have nuclear energy while not being able to develop a bomb, which is good. I think that's beneficial to everyone in the region and us too. It would be a beneficial agreement. Now, of course, it seems like they really don't want that. Both our right-wingers and their super right-wingers. Now, Joe Biden, of course, said this is an unprecedented effort to undermine not only Obama, but any president. Now, remember, there's a precedent in this. And that would be considered the sole organ doctrine. Now, this doctrine basically states that the president is the sole organ of the nation in its external relations, and its sole representative with foreign nations. So you undercut Obama, you're also undercutting any president, future president, when it comes to foreign policy negotiation. This is setting a bad precedent. And they're right to point that out. Not only that, but he continues. This letter sends a highly misleading signal to friend and foe alike that our commander-in-chief cannot deliver on America's commitments, a message that is as false as it is dangerous. Honorable people can disagree over policy, But this is no way to make America safer or stronger. And that's the point of it. Honor. Honorable people. The GOP, the Republican Party, is showing over and over again that they are the opposite of honorable. All this is trying to undercut, to undermine President Obama for political reasons. This isn't trying to keep America safe. This is playing politics. Remember, after Obama got elected, Mitch McConnell, who was not the Senate Minority Leader at the time, he said his first goal, his only goal, was to make sure Obama was a one-term president. He failed, but nonetheless, he had a new goal. Stop President Obama from doing anything useful. To block, to obstruct, and to throw a, wrench into the wheels of government. And they got voted into power. If anyone is un-American, if anyone is treasonous, it would be these guys.